The market sets the damn game. It's like...
And the market is dominated by men.
No,
so
it's
what
not.
I'm
It's
asking
not. The market is dominated by women. They make 80% of the consumer decisions. That's not the case at all.
If you're talking
80%.
about people who stay at home looking after children, by and large, they are still women. So they're going out doing the shopping. But that is changing.
They make all the consumer decisions.
Okay, so
the market is driven by women, not men.
Right.
Okay, and if you're a lawyer in Canada...
And they still pay more for the same sort of goods. That's been proven, that men, you buy a blue bicycle helmet, it's going to cost less than a pink one. Anyway, we'll come on to that.
It's partly because men are less agreeable. Right, so they won't put up with it.
I want to ask you, is it not desirable to have some of those female traits you're talking about? I'd say that's a generalization, but you've used the words female traits. Is it not desirable to have some of them at the top of business? I mean, maybe there wouldn't have been a banking crisis.
They don't predict success in the workplace. The things that predict success in the workplace are intelligence and conscientiousness. Agreeableness negatively predicts success in the workplace. And so does high negative emotion.
You're saying that women aren't intelligent enough to run these top companies?
No, I didn't say that.
He didn't say that. I don't know where she comes out. It's like Jordan Peterson says one thing, and I'm not even the smartest in the room, but I can clearly hear what he's saying and understand where he's coming from. But he says one thing and she twists it and tries to make him seem like he's attacking women. He hates women. He did for one moment say that women are not good for, they're not good enough to be CEOs or something. All he simply said was the fact that they're not as disagreeable as men doesn't predict as much success at the top level. That's all he meant to say. I don't know how she twisted it to just make him paint him so bad that he hates women. This is crazy.
That at all.
You said that female traits don't predict success.
But I didn't say that intelligence wasn't. I didn't say that intelligence and conscientiousness.
Well, you were saying that intelligence and conscientiousness
traits.
By implication are not female traits.
No.
I mean, that's very dangerous territory.
I'm not saying that at all.
Are women less intelligent than men, by and large?
No, they're not. No, the data on that's pretty clear. The average IQ for a woman and the average IQ for a man is identical. There is some debate about the flatness of the distribution, which is something that James Damore pointed out, for example, in his memo, but there's no difference at all in general cognitive ability. There's no difference to speak of in conscientiousness. Women are a bit more orderly than men, and men are a little bit more industrious than women. But the difference isn't big. But that averages into conscientiousness.
Plenty of men who aren't necessarily as
Well,
industrious.
of course.
But female traits, though.
Yeah, I agree, man. Women are smart. Women are very, very smart. Like, granted, in the heat of the moment, she may say or do something. Now, I'm talking about especially like in a relationship, right? She may say or do something that, you don't like, right? But if a smart woman will come back and be like, hey, babe, I'm sorry I did this and this and this, right? But if you have any issues as a man and your woman is very supportive, she will give you some good ideas that you're not even thinking about. So women are actually very smart. They may not be as strong or physically be like men or whatever, but I agree with Jordan Peterson. We're equally smart, just like the dumb men, the dumb women, and the smart men and the smart women too.
Why are they not
feminine traits?
Why are they not desirable at the top of feminine traits? Why are they not desirable at the top of business?
It's hard to say. I'm just laying out the empirical evidence. Like we know the traits that predict success.
But we also know, because companies by and large have not been dominated by women over the centuries, we have nothing to compare it to. It's an experiment.
True, and it could be the case that if companies modified their behavior and became more feminine, that they would be successful. But there's no evidence for it. I'm neither doubtful nor non-doubtful. There's no evidence for it.
So why not give it a go, as the radical
feminists would say? Because the evidence suggests, well, it's fine. If someone wants to start a company and make it...
Yeah, but that's not how it works, right? So I agree. She made a good point from all this whole thing. That's the first point she made that I agree with, is the fact that, sure, men have been leading corporations, companies, and that's all we know, that men have been leading and they've been successful at that. But we haven't seen a generation or a time where women have been doing the same thing and successful. So we have nothing to compare it to, right? But the thing is, no one is just going to create a company and just put a woman at the top. Everything, you got to fight for it, right? So right now, men and women You can go to college, do everything at the same time, do everything together, and then it's about the hard work. Like no one's just gonna be given a silver plate, right? You gotta work hard. So women also gotta work hard. Just like I have to work hard, a woman has to work hard, and then whoever becomes CEO becomes CEO. There's some women CEOs out there, right? But again, it's not just because you're a woman you become CEO. No, you have to work hard just as a man. You don't just be given CEO just because you're a woman.
More feminine and compassionate, let's say, and caring in its overall orientation towards its workers and towards the marketplace, then that's a perfectly reasonable experiment to run. My point is that there is no evidence that those traits predict success in the workplace. And there's
Because it's
this
never
evidence
been
is-
tried.
Well, that's not really the case. Women have been in the workplace for what? At least ever since I've been around, the representation of women in the workplace has been about 50%. So we've run the experiment for a fairly reasonable period of time, but not, certainly not for centuries.
Let me move on to another debate that's been very controversial for you. And this is, you got in trouble for refusing to call trans men and women by their preferred personal pronouns.
No,
I want to
that's
ask-
not actually true. I got in trouble.
All right, that's what I wanted to react to. I don't want to go into the whole trans gay stuff. I don't care about all that. But what do you guys think? Comment down below, subscribe to your boy. Till next time, peace.